Hey, Jackie.
Hi there. Hi.
I'm here.
You hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, guys. Well, welcome. GE and AIFS. We're coming to you live from my bedroom. I don't know about
my living room.
Yeah. We've also been quarantining like the rest of the world here. So we're going to kick off. It's 4:00. So we're just going to be going over some questions. You probably have a lot of questions about what's going on with our fall programs. We're going to be talking about virtual, on-site. We'll go through all of it with you. So just to give a brief intro, my name's Jackie. I'm a program advisor with AIFS Abroad. I have studied abroad twice myself, so very pro program here. Brooke, tell us a little about yourself.
Yeah, so I've been with GE for about 2 years. I'm an admissions counselor, so I work with a lot of students on the front end, just helping them with their applications, helping them through the admissions process. And I only studied abroad once, but it was an amazing experience. It was in Costa Rica, and I just had such an awesome time. I did teach English in Spain after I graduated, so both of those experiences made me want to work in international ed. And happy to be here.
It only takes once. You don't have to go abroad.
Right.
You're on that bug thereafter. So as you guys know, fall is looking a little differently due to the pandemic. Unfortunately, we can't travel abroad to all of the locations we typically offer. So we are offering some new virtual programs. So you can still study with our global universities, work with our global employers, get all those resume builders that maybe you had planned on for the semester. So like I said, we're just going to go through some frequently asked questions. If you guys want to type in your questions as we go along, we'll address as many of those as we possibly can. If you think of something that maybe you don't want to share here, I think all of our contact information is on both of our handles, and all that at the end. So yeah, throw anything at us that you have, and we'll do our best. Brooke, can you tell us a little bit about our 5 program options for fall?
Yeah, definitely. So as Jackie mentioned, we are going to really cover 4 of them at the end. We're going to do a Q&A about a special program that is new for both of us. But we have in-person programs, we have virtual programs, you can study abroad, you can intern abroad, combinations of all of the above. And I think we're just going to jump right into the Q&A portion. We are going to focus on one of the programs, Virtuoso Institute, as I mentioned, but if you have questions about any of our other programs, stay tuned till the end, and we will definitely cover those too.
Cool. Awesome. So we keep hearing this phrase, virtual and study abroad, and every time I hear those 2 words together, I think, how is this possible? How is this going to work? So Brooke, can you tell us what is Virtuoso Institute and how is that all playing together?
Yeah, definitely. So as I mentioned, it is one of our newer programs. We're super excited about it. It's actually a combination of AIFS Study Abroad and Global Experiences International Internships. So you really get more bang for your buck there, 2 programs in one. Basically, the way that it works is you apply to Virtuoso Institute on the Global Experiences website. You'll work with an admissions counselor to ensure that your application looks good, that we can match you with the type of placement you're looking for. And then if you're accepted, you move on to AIFS to actually pick some international courses through them. So they have a huge long list of really exciting courses. I think it's over 15 countries that you can study through. So just tons of interesting options. I mean, through VI, you could potentially be doing an internship, let's say a business course in Ireland, a language course in Spain, a culinary course in Italy. So it's really the best way to have an international experience without actually going abroad.
Excellent. Yeah, the analogy I always use is it's like an order at Panera. It's like a you pick 2.
Yeah. It's a great analogy.
I must agree.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So Jackie, I have a question for you. Who is eligible to do the program?
Yeah, so key eligibility for all of our programs always, participants have to be at least 18 years of age, pursuing an undergraduate degree at a U.S. college or university. We need somewhere to transfer those credits back to, otherwise all of your hard work goes to wash. The gap year students, same thing, have to be 18 years of age. They have to be at least committed to a U.S. college or university. But they, however, do not have to be full-time students. So that is the loophole with our gap year students. But key things, 18 years of age, pursuing an undergraduate degree, and you are good to go.
Awesome.
Brooke, question for you.
Yes.
Academic credit. What's the availability on that?
Yes, so we can definitely do credit. There are a few different options. So depending on how many credits you need and what you're looking for, basically the internship through VI is going to give you 6 credits right off the bat. And then you can pick between 1 and 3 courses through AIFS to add on top of that. So if you just need 9 credits, you're good to go with your internship and 1 course. If you need all 15 credits, add on 3 courses there. One thing to keep in mind that we just like to mention is that you do need to get 12 credits to be considered a full-time student. So let's say that affects your financial aid, or you just need to remain like a full-time student. That would be something to keep in mind, and definitely something that we can do through VI.
Absolutely. And those are conversations you'll have with your home universities as well. We always encourage to know, for you guys to know, are these credits going to transfer back to my home university, and will I still be full-time if I'm returning from a program abroad? So, right. And with this, with the Virtuoso programs, you can study at your home university, and then if you want to just add on a class a la carte, that's too. So
very true. So you could technically get more than 15 credits that way if you wanted to. Yeah. So Jackie, what are the program costs involved in VI?
Cool. So honestly, depends on how much credit that you plan to take or need. A 6-credit internship plus 1 course, so total of 9 credits total, $5,500. While an internship plus 3 courses, so 15 credits total, would be at $7,500. So compared to tuition at your home university or any university for that matter, it's a steal. It's a huge bargain.
Yeah.
With AIFS, I know where I work, with our online programs, pretty similar to what you would experience with just any semester on site. So there's a $95 application fee, and then the courses will range anywhere from $9.95 for a 3-credit course, as low as $11.75 for a 4-credit course. So again, huge steal. And then the only program where you would need to register for 2 courses, if you are planning to do them a la carte, would be Argentina, and that's about $3,400 for 2 courses. So again, how much credits cost?
Yeah, all really reasonable numbers there.
Very good. And in addition to that, if you do at least 1 online course or 1 online virtual internship, what have you, you get the $500 incentive grant. So you can use this grant towards any future AIFS program, any internship, anything on the menu. So definitely nice little incentive.
Yeah, nice perk.
Yes, absolutely. Cool. So when we're talking about credit hours or hours in general, how many required per week?
Yeah, so the internships through VI are part-time. Typically that means about 25 hours a week. And then if you are planning to have 3 courses on top of that, you're looking at, roughly like a 40-hour week, which is not bad at all. We have other programs where interns do their entire internships for 40 hours a week, so definitely manageable. Let's say you're only taking 1 course and you would like to work more than 25 hours a week at your internship. That's definitely something that you can work with your employer on, and I'm sure they would be happy to have you for longer. So it's flexible in that sense.
Cool.
Yep.
For AIFS courses online, going to work kind of like it would if you were at your own home university. So at least 1.5 hours a day, maybe a little bit more, give or take the intensity of the course and what course you're taking. And then, regular Monday through Friday schedule. You'll register for your courses the same way you would at any university. So you'll kind of get a layout of, what the schedule will look like and kind of piece that around if you're taking courses at your home university, if you're adding on this online course a la carte. There are going to be courses that are asynchronous and synchronous, meaning some you'll have a more rigid schedule for because they're maybe language courses and you need to interface with the instructor. Or on the other side of that, there may be courses where it's a lot of just computer online work. So you can kind of work at your own pace as long as you're meeting all of the deadlines, due dates, participating in all the exams. That's still college. So pretty typical to what you would experience at a regular university.
Gotcha. And speaking of courses and course options, can you tell us a little bit about what types of courses are available through AIFS?
So 50 plus global courses, 15 countries. There's anything from psychology to business. We have some science courses, language courses. Like Brooke said, there's cooking courses. I mean, there's really nothing that's not on the menu. Again, if something is going to be more of a rigid schedule and is going to be more of a synchronous model, our admissions officer for the program, Rebecca, she would reach out directly to make sure if you plan to take more than one course of that nature, that you're accommodating both schedules and you don't really need to pivot too much. So again, once you are applied, accepted, what have you, all of those conversations for scheduling will take place thereafter.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thanks.
Yeah. All right. So back to internships. Top of the hour. What kind of internships do you guys have available for us?
So we have a lot, similar to the courses and the course options. You can do almost anything in a virtual internship. So related to any type of major, any type of career field. I will say some fields and majors are easier to do than others. A lot of ones that, you probably would imagine work well in a remote environment. So, for example, business, marketing, finance, accounting, IT, graphic design. These are all fields that are super easy to do through a computer and just virtually entirely. Fields that are a little bit trickier and that are more competitive because we don't have as many placement options are very hands-on things. So like engineering, for example, it's kind of tough to do like mechanical engineering over your computer.
Who would have thunk? Awesome.
Did I just get cut off there? Okay.
Engineer can't do it.
Nice. And then also, for example, internships that require a lot of like human interaction and person-to-person interaction, I guess. So, for example, psychology, that can be pretty tough to do virtually. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at different internship options. And again, our staff are really happy to talk with you and walk you through the admissions process. And if you are looking for something that is more competitive, or if we can modify your application in some way to make it more likely that you'll get accepted, that's what we're here for. So
awesome. Very good. You'll get a best friend out of this too.
Yes. We'll talk a lot.
Yeah. All right, cool. So just kind of reviewing what like benefits of VI, what are we at here?
Yeah. So, I mean, there are a ton of benefits depending on what you're looking for and what type of student you are. If you're taking a gap semester or a gap year, this can be a really smart way to not quote unquote waste your time and, be productive, have an international experience. You can even transfer it back to your university if that's helpful. As you mentioned earlier, Jackie, even if you're planning to take courses through your university, if you're looking at an online fall and you want to supplement that and really just, work with an international employer or take some interesting, fun courses on the side, it can be an awesome option. Besides that, there are tons of benefits to doing a virtual internship and taking virtual courses that are going to expand your mindset and your perspectives. So you're going to be building your resume, building skills like digital literacy, cross-cultural communication. If you're doing your internship in a different language, you can work on your language skills, which is awesome. You also do get that $500 grant that you mentioned. So you can put that money towards a future in-person program if you'd like to do something virtual now and in-person later. And honestly, just the flexibility of working from home and being able to more or less set your own schedule. I'm sure you've experienced that, Jackie, and I've experienced it. There are a lot of perks to working from home, and especially if you're looking at a fall semester where you may be home already, might as well capitalize on that and make use of your time.
Absolutely. And my personal favorite, you can pretty much do this anywhere, but you can, pajama pants on the bottom.
Yeah. Work on top, party on the bottom.
Have we all done it? I'm sure. And with that being said, so some of these additional events that the fall online programs will host, so scavenger hunt, cook-offs, cooking classes, language buddies, all of those different events, whether you decide to take, a course that's hosted by Spain, you can participate in all of those different events. They're all, so it's a really good way to kind of gauge if you're planning to study abroad on site in the future, what culture draws you in the most. It's a good way to kind of play around with maybe where you want to go in the future. This is we have the downtime to kind of do the research. Also,
right.
Dip your foot in every pool, if you will.
But yeah, that's a great point that you bring up too. I mean, you're not just going to be doing this program by yourself. You're going to be with other interns, other classmates. There very much is a sense of community and fun activities and professional development opportunities that we include throughout. So it's not as solo of an experience as you might initially think.
Right. And all of our cultural events, virtual tours, what have you, they're all hosted by AIFS staff, GE staff. So you really get to know everybody that's a part of the AIFS family, who take good care of you, whether you're physically on site or, again, in your home. Excellent. Cool.
Awesome.
I was trying to scroll through all the way back here. There were a few questions, so we can kind of try to go through these. Are you questions as well, or is it just?
Yeah, I can see some.
Rolling up.
Let's see. So here's one. Will you be sending a catalog with the classes offered?
So physical mail right now, no, we're not doing any courier mail because of the pandemic. But if you do go on our website, you can download a PDF version. If a student needs a syllabi to get something approved by their university, what have you, email us directly. We're happy to kind of get you all of those pieces and parts to make sure that, you're taking a course that's worthwhile, pertinent to your major, supporting the efforts for your, undergraduate degree. So anything like that, you can contact us directly. No physical catalogs at the moment. That will probably change moving forward, but due to the state that we're in, you can definitely download it online.
Makes sense. Yeah, and we just got another question. What about time zones? How will we work with that issue? So great question. I would have the same one, when thinking about working with an employer who's in a totally different time zone. So it actually is a lot easier to work around than you might think, especially because with a virtual internship, you tend to have more projects that you're working on, that you're accountable for. It's not like your employer will expect you to be in front of your computer from 9 to 5 if they're in a totally different time zone. So you do have a bit more flexibility in terms of when you work, like how you're working. You can really find a schedule that works best for you. But what we have seen between like supervisor and intern interaction is you'll typically establish that right off the bat with your employer. So, if it works for you to meet in the mornings and that's the evenings for them, or vice versa, you can set up either like a regular weekly meeting. You can meet multiple times a week, whatever is most helpful for you. We found our employers to be very willing to work around intern schedules, and they want to make sure that you have enough time to connect with them and that you're getting the resources that you need. But you won't be expected to have the same hours as them. So if they work from like 2 to 10 your time, you won't have to do that.
You won't have to be up at 4 in the morning.
Right. Exactly.
Energetic about your job, and that's good. And a really good point too, talk about resume builders. Not only do you get, experience with an international employer, but now you've learned to juggle, an employer that's in a different time zone. Definitely something to highlight on the resume, something that very few people have. So awesome. Very good.
Yeah.
Were there any other?
Yes, here's one. Can I take online classes in more than one country at the same time?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's like I said, it's like you pick 2 or you pick 6. You can take as many as you want. You don't have to take 12 to be a full-time student if you're at your home university and you just want to pick 1 or 2 a la carte. Like I said before, if it is, 2 courses that have more of a synchronous model, meaning, you need to physically be live streaming or in a class at a particular time, what have you. Our admissions officer, Rebecca, she's awesome. She will let you know if those don't coincide with each other on the schedule, and we'll have some kind of conflict just so we can set you up for success. But yeah, you can take a class in Costa Rica, and you could take a class in Spain, and you could take a class in England, and whatever those offerings are, you can mix and match and in all 9 locations if you want.
Yeah.
Completely however you want to draw out that experience.
And I would say that would probably be even more fun for you if that's something that you're interested in, because then you have a more international experience. You get to see what courses are like in different countries. So that sounds great to me.
I'm having age envy. I wish I was still an undergrad.
Yes.
They're doing the same thing.
That's what I said when we came out with this program. I was like, I would like to do this now.
Likewise.
So it looks like we have one question that will kind of transition well into our next section. So are there any courses being offered to take abroad? I'm not sure how that would work with COVID. So Jackie, if you want to talk a little bit about the other programs that you guys are running besides VI, and then I can cover ours.
Perfect. So for on-site programs, meaning you would physically be going to these locations, we have about 14 as of right now. Everything is subject to change in this pandemic, but 14 locations that we're still accepting applications for fall. We're accepting applications on a space availability basis. Is one that you do have of interest. We do have a list on our website if you go under fall programs, and we can send out a follow-up email with that. That's not a problem. So you guys can see what is available, but we are still planning to be out there for fall. Same inclusions, your housing, your meals, your schedule, all of that is taken care of by us. You can even book your flights with us, and we'll accommodate that as well. So we are still planning to run at least 14 programs for fall at this time. So definitely take a look at the list if you're ready to go. We're ready to go. I'm like itching to get on a plane. So yeah, there's definitely some availability to go on site and physically study abroad for the semester. We've got some in Europe, some in South America. So yeah, there's definitely some options for you guys, for sure.
Awesome. Yeah, and then just to cover global experiences, Virtuoso, which is our other main program besides our on-site ones for fall. We are currently still running our on-site programs as well. So similar to studying abroad, you can intern abroad and have all of the support and the inclusions that you would have with studying abroad. But GE Virtuoso is our other virtual program for the fall. So it's basically like Virtuoso Institute without the additional courses. So for people who maybe they just want to add on a virtual internship, or, you know, they only have time to commit to a virtual internship and not extra courses, that can be a really good option. It's quite affordable tuition wise. It's $1,800 for the semester, and you have our support throughout the whole process. You have a guaranteed internship, you know, the community activities, professional development, all that good stuff. So fairly similar to VI, just no academic component.
Very cool. We have a few more questions. I got to scroll back. Is there an opportunity to learn about the country or culture where you are taking classes? Absolutely. So for every location for the online classes, there is a virtual tour that is offered. And again, just different cultural events. So we have scavenger hunts that will feature different landmarks within whatever country. There are cooking classes, there are language classes, language buddy classes available. So you definitely have an opportunity to kind of get your feet wet in the location that you're planning to take those classes in, even while being virtual. And then use your study grant to go in the future.
Awesome.
Cool.
So I think, let's see here.
Is it too early to start thinking about study abroad for fall 2021? It's never too early in this industry. No way. We work about 8 months out from fall 2021. So, or for all of our semesters. So applications are not open for fall 2021 yet. They will be shortly. Courses year to year typically will remain similar. We might add a few more to the menu. So you'll see that course list, again, 8 months out from the start of the program date. But yeah, if you want to start discussing fall 2021, we're happy to start talking fall 2021.
Yep. And yeah, we've actually already enrolled some people for fall of 2021. So I appreciate the early birds. We're happy to work with you guys. We know that you're excited to get back abroad and planning for the future. So totally understand. We just got another question. Is there a refund if you sign up for fall and it gets canceled?
Yeah.
So yes. Yeah, I think we have slightly different processes, but basically if you enroll in any kind of program, in-person program with us, and we have to you would have a few different options. You would be able to defer to a later session. So that is always an option. You know, if you wanted to look at spring instead, or even summer, totally fine. We could switch you to a virtual internship. So that's what pretty much everyone did this past summer. A lot of interns already had their internships confirmed. They were excited to work with their employers. They stayed on for virtual internships. And then if neither of those options work for you, you would be able to get a refund minus the initial deposit you put down to hold your spot on the program. So we hope there's an option for everyone, and we hope that those options do make you feel comfortable in moving forward and, you know, getting excited to go abroad.
For sure. Ours are AIFS, very, very similar. You know, if we cancel for any reason, you have the option to transfer all of your funds, including application fee, confirmation deposit, and anything that you've put on towards the program thereafter. You can transfer that to a future program or another program that is open on site for that semester. So you definitely have flexibility if something falls through or we need to cancel in just the regard of safety. Safety is always going to come first for and staff alike. We can definitely transfer your funds to a future program, or, you know, again, if all else fails, you can receive a refund in full, including your application fee as well as your confirmation deposit. So you can be refunded everything that you put towards the program, but we would much rather see you abroad.
So. Yes, agreed. We hope you could defer, you know, if you weren't able to go abroad for the initial session that you enrolled for.
Absolutely. I think a few more here. Let's see. I'm not sure about doing a fall 2020 on-site program. Can I start planning now for next year? Is it too early? I think we kind of already covered this.
Mm-hmm.
There is no, it's never too early.
Yeah.
We work about 8 months out. That's when you'll see the course listing for whether that's an on-site or online program. So about 8 months out, we can start working with you on a future program. However, like I said, a lot of those classes are going to roll over to the next year, maybe a few in addition. So we can discuss those now. That's not a problem.
All right, let's see. So someone's saying there was a How to Fund Your Abroad Experience workshop put on about a month ago on Zoom. Was it recorded? Is it available? Jackie, do you recognize that?
We did have one. If you if you want to leave your email in a DM or if you're comfortable leaving it in the comments, I'm happy to follow up with you and see if we can get that to you if it was recorded. I believe that it was, but I will follow up with you on that. Make sure that we get those resources to you and to anybody who wants to find creative ways to fund your study abroad experience. It's not cheap, but we definitely have resources and outlets that we want you guys to definitely take advantage of for sure. Cool. What's included in the cost for a virtual internship?
Yeah, so touched on this a little bit earlier, but similar to Virtuoso Institute, it's pretty much all of the same inclusions minus the courses through AIFS. So what that includes is your support throughout the process from start to finish, your work with your admissions counselor, program advisor, career coach. You work with a lot of our staff and you get a lot of hands-on experience and assistance through that. We also have online resources like webinars, tutorials, trainings, just to make sure that you are ready and comfortable working remotely, especially if this is your first time doing a remote internship. As I mentioned, the cultural activities, the group activities, professional opportunities, those are super fun. And that's a great community building part of the program. So that is definitely a way that the program stands out from just doing a virtual internship by yourself. And then you do get the opportunity to get a discount on a future in-person program if you do a virtual program. So that's a big perk for sure.
Very cool. And I'm just going to piggyback off of that. If you do one program with AIFS through our study abroad, you will get a study and grant. I believe it's $1,000 USD. So that'll be put towards your future program. And then on top of all of that, you get to be part of our alumni network, super tight-knit group. You get invited to all sorts of different things that we get to participate in, different communication that you'll be looped in on. You can apply to be a broad ambassador at your university. So lots of cool opportunities for thereafter, lots of different connections that you can make through this kind of lineup. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A-dubs, let's see. Do you think studying abroad will be closer to normal by January 2021? I'll let you go first.
That is a good question. It's really hard to say just because there are so many factors involved, but depends on where you're looking to go, what the health and safety situation is like there, what it's like in the US, how soon we could have a vaccine. All of these are components that would affect not only if we're able to send students abroad safely, but also what type of experience you're going to have while you're abroad. So just to reiterate, I mean, we make every decision with the health and safety of our interns and our students top of mind. So we would want you guys to go abroad when it is not only comfortable for you to do so and you're going to have a good experience, but also, when travel is more feasible and you're just going to have a safer program, essentially.
Excellent. Yeah, and piggyback off of that, I think we're getting closer. We have some fall programs that will be on site, so we've seen this curve flatten in certain locations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Safe, and we have the green light, and we're able to acquire those visas for those students. So we're definitely slowly inching towards, some kind of normalcy. I don't know what normal looks like after, but we're getting to a point where we're at that level of comfortability. That being said, just, exactly what Brooke said, and that goes for every line of business through this parent company. Safety of our staff and students is at top priority always. Mm-hmm. Not going to do anything that puts you guys in any kind of line of danger, exposure to anything. We want this to be a fruitful experience, a good experience, and one that you can speak positively on and encourage others to be that same vessel of little global vessels. So
yeah, I like that.
Yeah, exactly. So we don't want to go too fast, too furious, but we're slowly inching towards something that looks more normal, I guess you could.
Right. Yeah, great response.
Could you switch to online if a fall program cancels? Yeah, absolutely. Like what we said earlier, if any program is canceled, you can transfer your funds to an online program. You can transfer your funds to a GE program. You can kind of, move around the chessboard, if you will, with what funds you've put down if something falls through, gets canceled. Mm-hmm. If you have a change of heart, hey, I don't really want to go abroad anymore. Mom and dad aren't comfortable. My university isn't really giving me the green light on this. We'll work with you and work with those funds to make sure that whatever program you do end up participating in is, the best fit for you.
Yep. And I would just pretty much echo the same thing. It's definitely easy to switch to a virtual program if you're not able to do in person. If you'd like to defer to a later session as well, that's what a lot of our interns did this past summer. So they're actually doing their virtual internships this summer, and then next summer they're planning to do the program that they were initially enrolled for summer 2020. And if you were only able to do a virtual program and there was, of course, a price difference between the in-person tuition versus the virtual tuition, we would definitely refund you the difference so you wouldn't have to worry about that.
Awesome. All right. I don't have any other questions, but I do have to give a shout out to La Senora Errante. Forgive me. I did not take Spanish. You did, correct?
Yes. I'm not familiar with this senora, though.
I was saying her name properly. She said, I love studying abroad with AIFS in Florence. It was amazing. Thank you.
Aw, so sweet.
Love hearing that. And I'm with Florence is pretty amazing on its own. So.
Yes, I would love to be in Florence right now.
Let's see. Any other questions? Anything else we might have missed?
I think that was pretty much it. Definitely wanted to remind you guys, if you want more information, if you want to take a peek at any of the programs we've been talking about, we do have links in both of our bios. So Global Experiences and AIFS. You can find tons of information there. You can start your applications. And if you guys don't already follow us on social, definitely give us a follow. And we post a lot of information on our stories and our posts as well.
Mm-hmm. And like we said earlier, any questions that, you think of at a later point, what have you, you'll probably get a hold of me. You'll probably get a hold of Brooke.
Yep.
So feel comfortable at any time to give us a call, email us, send a carrier pigeon, whatever your preferred mail is. Feel free to just shoot us an email. We're in our homes, but we're still here. Still
plugging away.
Yeah. So
looking forward to talking to you guys. So
all right. Well, I think that is everything for today. In terms of deadlines for AIFS programs, I think the earliest one is July 1st. So that's coming up like less than a week from today. And then all the other deadlines are going to follow thereafter throughout July and August. So really which program you're interested in. If you're still on this live, go online, go check out all 9 of the virtual study programs for fall. Let us know what you're interested in. We're going to help you through the next phase of planning.
Yep. Like Jackie said, we have all of our deadlines listed online. If you're interested in a virtual program for the fall, whether that's VI or GEV, So they start between late August and mid-September, late September. So we typically request that you apply at least 6 weeks before, if you can, just so that we have enough time to move you through the process. So you guys are definitely still good time-wise for that. But if you want to look at exact deadlines, exact timelines, you can find all of that on our website.
Question just popped in. Are the online courses listed on the website? Yes, all 300 some courses are listed on the website with a little blurb of what to expect for the course. Again, if a student needs a syllabi or further information or just wants clarity on what the course is going to cover, just feel free to send us an email, give us a call. We can get those from you, from our admissions team. So yeah, everything you need we can provide in some way, shape, or form.
Yes, we're here to help.
Very cool. So I think that's it for today. Any other?
Yeah, thanks guys.
All right, well,
thanks for tuning in. Hope that was helpful.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for joining us, Brooke, because you are the good.
Of course.
So great to have your participation, and thanks for filling us in on what's going on for fall 2020.
Yeah, for sure.
It may be the new normal, but hopefully we'll be back out there in full swing. Again, on-site programs listed online. Applications are on space availability, so feel free to check those out. Let me know if you're interested. I'll help you with next steps. And yeah, hopefully we'll get to do this again soon. Maybe next time I'll bring coffee.
Well, this was great, Jackie. Thank you.
You're welcome. Awesome. All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining, and hopefully we'll do this very soon again.
Yeah. Bye. Talk to you guys later.
Wear your masks.
Woo.
Bye.